Hey y'all, what's up? It's Kristen and welcome back to my channel. I am doing another what I spend in a week video for the week of July 12th through the 18th. If you are new to my channel or you are new to these types of videos, you should definitely check out my playlist where I'm showing you all of my first 2 weeks of July. So I will link that in a card right here for you guys. I post these videos every Wednesday, or at least I try to. And by no means is this a budget, it's just solely to track what I spend each week and what goes in and out of my accounts. I don't show my income or anything like that because that's none of your damn business, and let's just get into it. So, for the month of July, I've started using my bullet journal to kind of track. Now I've used my bullet journal to track a couple things. So I use this side, which is basically just a spending tracker where I jot down everything as it comes out. And then I also have this side, which will track week by week, which like how much I spend in every category. So for bills, food, savings, classroom, and spending, those are my categories. So I'm gonna stop saying and actually get into it. So I use this as a reference throughout the video, so if you are wondering what I'm looking at, that is what it is. Not that you would wonder, because you can't see my desk. You can only see or hear my voice. Okay, so we're gonna hop in. Let's start off with the 12th. So on the 12th, I did one purchase, but it was for my classroom. So I hold vinyl sales, and all the money that I make from the vinyl sales I put back into my classroom, and so I was able to purchase this document camera for $54, and that was all with the generosity of y'all's and or y'all's purchases, so thank you so much for that. That was the only thing I did on the 12th. And then going into the 13th, I did 1, 2, 3 transactions, it looks like. So I went to Michael's. I actually remember this day, yeah. So I went to Michael's and I bought some stuff for myself, just like planner related things or like vellum paper, scrapbook paper, stuff like that. So technically I could count that as a classroom expense because I did buy like a container for my classroom, but it wasn't the majority. So I'm going to mark it down as spending instead of classroom. I also went to H-E-B this day, which is a local grocery store, and I do count groceries as a bill. So for that, I'm going to mark it with the red category, and I spent $71 that day, which was pretty good. I didn't really anticipate going to the grocery store, but I kind of just, I think my friend needed to go, and I was like, yeah, I guess I'll go anyways. Also, this day I went to Target, and I ended up buying, I think I bought like these little scratch off stickers from the Target dollar spot for my classroom, and then I bought 2 organizers. No, yeah, this one wasn't the stickers. I got that on the last week. So this was the 2 organizers that I bought for my desk, so I marked it as spending. And I think that was it for the 13th. On to the 14th though, I did pay for a car wash since my apartment complex doesn't have like a car wash station and we don't have like access to a free hose or anything like that. I didn't want to drive to my parents' house because of COVID. I had been going out this week and potentially risk exposing them. So I just drove my car through a car wash, and I was like, and that's gonna be it, y'all. So that was the 14th. Actually, I think this was, no, yeah, this was still the same day. This was the 13th, because on the 14th I didn't do anything. That was that Wednesday. So, or I did. I went to Panera Bread, but I didn't buy anything. I used my free coffee that day, so I don't mark it. So 14th was a no spend. Yay! I love marking no spends. I use this washi tape from Artbox Stickers. This is hand drawn. Oh, I just dropped my knife. It's fine. So I just do that. And then I use a no spend sticker from Kenzie's Creations. Last week I had a breakdown because I was like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna run out of no spends. Because I like to use the same ones the entire month. I don't like to mix them because I'm crazy. But she helped me out and she sent me some. So I was like, thank goodness. Well, I bought them, but she just did an express shipping. So that was the 14th, which is a no spend. On to the 15th, I went, yeah, okay, so here's the thing. went to Hobby Lobby. I don't like supporting Hobby Lobby, I know, but Hobby Lobby was doing like, I think they did 80% off or 66%, something like that. It was like a really big percentage off of their spring store stuff. And in their spring store, they have these like perfect metal containers that are amazing for the classroom because they're metal, so they hold up really well, and they're painted different colors. So I picked 6 up for $8, which was really, really good because they're normally like $4 a piece. So whatever that math is, that's how much I saved, and I was having a good time. I also went to El Bolillo Bakery this day, and that's just like a little panderia that is not local to me anymore. So because I was already on that side of town, I took advantage of it and went and picked up some pan and brought it home to my boyfriend, and we loved it. So that was $9. Eating out is orange. That's that category color. And what else did I do on the 15th? I went out a lot. Also on this day, I had breakfast out. So yeah, that's right. So I also had a Jack in the Box for breakfast with my best friend. So we just picked it up and then went really quick. And then I think that was it for the 15th. Yes. Okay, so that was the 15th. Not too bad, actually. $8, $9, and $6. That was not bad at all for a day out. And then on the 16th, that was the day before my boyfriend's birthday, and I believe I just made a credit card payment. So that's going to be a bill, and I paid $100 towards my credit card. My credit card's not due till the 28th, but I always try and make payments like as they come up because I don't want to pay the interest. That's because if you're a first-time credit card owner like me, the interest is ridiculous and it's so rude. On to the 17th though, this was my boyfriend's birthday, so I started it out and celebrated by another bill. So love that for me. This one is my phone and my student loan combined, which technically my parents pay, and then I pay them, like it's under their name. So I just like transfer them the money, and yeah, so it's $100. It's like 100 and some change. I don't really remember, but right now we're just paying like really low amounts to my student loan because it's technically, what's that word? It's like the thing where it's like you don't have to, like forbearance, I think is the word. So technically I don't have to pay my student loan, so I just cut my student loan payments in half so that way I can still knock out some chunks, but it's not my primary focus right now since I do have a bit of a break. And then on the 17th, I also paid myself because this was payday and I hadn't paid myself this entire month yet, so I paid $500 to myself into my savings account. I also went to the post office this day. Ooh, I did not write this down. I went to the post office, so that's going to come out of spending. And I spent $11. And then I also went to Feng's Kitchen, which is a Chinese breakfast dim sum place, and that's what my boyfriend wanted for his birthday, so that's where we went. It is pretty expensive, especially because it's just the two of us, but it was what he wanted for his birthday, so I told him, I was like, okay, but that's the only thing you're gonna get, and he's like, okay. So we did this actually first thing in the morning, so these are definitely not chronological at all, but it's fine. And then today, or yesterday, today's Sunday, today the 18th, I just did it again, yesterday the 18th was a no spend for me. So I'm gonna mark this in the same way. I'm sad I didn't have as many no spends as last week, because last week I did 4 freaking no spends and I was crushing it, but yeah, no, didn't happen this week. I only had 2, but 2 is still good. 2 is fantastic, Kalo. It's not fantastic. I mean, it's pretty good. So I'm gonna zoom you out so you can see what that looked like. We had a couple of bills, way more bills than last week. Last week we didn't pay any bills. I paid myself, so that's pretty good. 2 classroom purchases, so you're gonna start seeing, like, as the school year gets closer, the classroom purchases just start to pile up. And then we did do a lot of spending, but they were all super low amounts. Like, really proud of that. Like $11, $6, $7, $23. Those are low amounts. So I'm okay with that. I'm okay with this week. It looks pretty good. Ooh, these connected. Ooh. Anyways, so let's go ahead and update the bullet journal. So this is what we do. So we're in week 3 right now, and all we're gonna do is just add up the totals for each little section. So I'm going to pull up my calculator. And we're going to zoom in just a bit. Okay, so first category is bills. So I paid $71 to HEB. I paid $100 to my credit card, and then $100 towards my student loan. So I spent $271 in bills, and then I'm going to add that to the $879 I've spent for this month, and that's going to bring me to $1150. Okay, so the next category is going to be food. I spent $6 at Jack in the Box, $9 at the bakery, and then $52 at Fung's. So that's going to bring me to $67, and I'm going to add that to the $72 from the previous weeks to bring me to $139. Okay, savings, I added $500, so that added to the $0 that I've spent the other weeks. It brings me to $500. For the classroom, I spent $54 on Amazon and then $8 at Hobby Lobby, so that brings me to $62. Add it to $142 brings me to $204. That was a lot of twos. 62 added to $142 brings me to $204. That was gross. And then lastly was my spending category. I spent $6 at a car wash, $7 at Target, $23 at Michael's, and then $11 at the Post. So that brings me to $47. Alrighty, so that is that, and I again already updated my savings tracker, and this is one last peek at what the week looks like as of right now. What is that? Oh, that's my phone. I thought there was something in the way of the lens. It was just my stupid phone. Okay, sorry, I'm a dummy. Alright, but that is going to do it for me this time, y'all. Thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you on the flippity flip. Bye, y'all!